And it came to pass that when Samson awoke, the hair of his head was shorn, and bound were his arms in chains. And around the tent were the soldiers of the Philistines, and within the tent were Artur and Delilah.
The Lion of Dan, shorn as a ewe. You've done well, Delilah.
But remember, no blade shall touch his skin. No drop of his blood shall be shed. Why don't you call on your God now, Samson?
I've betrayed him. You would not hear me.
I could have loved you with a fire to make all other love seem like ice. I would have gone with you to Egypt, lived only for you. But one word from that den-eyed lily and you run whining at her heels. No man leaves Delilah.
You trusted her? Burn her image into your memory. She's the last woman you'll ever see. Guards! Yes. Bind him to the pole of the tent. And you, Sharif, bring in the fire.
It is here, Excellency. The brazier of flaming coals, and in them the blade of your sword.
Your punishment, Danite. If you cannot see us, you cannot harm us.
If I have no strength to fight, I will need no eyes to find you.
The sword. Take it from the coals.
Yes, Excellency.
Sharif, you know the bargain of our master. No blade can touch his skin. Now, hold it before his eyes.
And thus was Samson blinded and could see no more. And then did his enemies bring him to the city of Gaza, and cast him into a pit in a prison house, chained to a great grinding stone, even as Delilah had wished. And there did the prison keepers beat on his back with scourges, and the people of Gaza spat upon him and jeered. And there too came the Saran of Gaza, and the woman Delilah.
Listen to them. By their yelps, you'd think they'd felled our lion themselves.
He has not dared to look at me.
He cannot see you.
I'll make him see me.
Stand back, mistress, stand back.
Let the woman go as she will.
Faster, you pig of a Danite. Show them how I taught you to grind the corn. Well, mistress, does our new ox please you? Bend your back, you Danite scum!
Blind! He's blind!
Well, Delilah, did you make him see you?
He can never see me again.
Does that disturb you?
I had your promise.
No blade touched his skin, no drop of blood was shed.
You played with words to rob him of his eyes.
It was you who betrayed him, my love, not I.
He was captive in chains, yet the Lord of the 5 cities could not show him mercy.
Did you show him mercy, Delilah? You wanted vengeance. You have it.
Great was the torment of Samson's flesh, but even greater was the torment in the heart of the woman, for she had seen the evil she had done. Then in the deep of the night, Delilah went forth to the prison house, and with silver did she bribe the guards, and there, alone, did she see Samson kneeling in the pit, and she heard his prayer.
I am despised by all men, O Lord. They mock me, saying he trusts his God to deliver him. You are my God. Be not far from me, for there is no other help. My strength is melted like wax, and my heart is dry of hope. I am blinded and among enemies. O Lord, O my strength, send me your... Who's there? I can hear you.
Samson.
I prayed for an angel of the Lord, and the devil sends me you.
All I want is to comfort you. Let me come near you.
You were near me in the valley of Sorek.
I would give my life to undo what I've done. Let me be your eyes. Through my eyes you will see again.
Through all the long darkness, I prayed that you'd be delivered into my hands.
I'm here. I will not cry out.
God has not forsaken me. His will be done.
Samson, your chains, they are broken. Your strength has come back. Your God has answered you.
He did not forsake me. My God has not forsaken me.
He's made you free. I will find the swiftest camels in Gaza. By midday, we can be in the land of the pharaohs.
God did not give me back my strength to run from my enemies.
You cannot fight what you cannot see.
Oh, judge of the earth, do not let me forgive her.
My arms will hold you again.
And when I curse you for my darkness,
I will kneel and ask for forgiveness.
Vengeance is yours, O Lord. Strike or destroy her, for I cannot.
My love, my love.
Delilah, when my eyes could see you, I was blind.
Oh, Samson. Samson, we must hurry. They will be coming to take you to the temple.
The temple? That is today.
Yes. They'll humble you before the great idol Dagon. They'll bind you between the two sacred columns. They'll scourge you.
Two columns? The temple stands between two columns. So close I may be bound between them.
Yes, but Egypt has 1,000 temples, each more beautiful than the other.
I will stay here. Do not enter their temple today, Delilah.
Oh, Samson.
I will stay till they take me to the temple.
And Samson spoke no more, and Delilah wept and left the prison house. And Samson restored the chains to his body, and was led to the temple of Dagon, for on this day did the Philistines seek to appease their idol with all manner of ceremonies and the beating of cymbals. And Samson was placed in a dungeon until he would be led before Dagon and humbled. And it came to pass that certain of Samson's friends had journeyed in disguise to Gaza, for they knew of this day. And among them was Miriam and the youth called Saul.
Samson, it is I, Saul.
Saul, how did you come here?
Never mind. We've come to free you, to take you home.
There is no home for a leader who fails his people.
We'll always follow you, Samson.
I've led you a crooked path, Saul. Perhaps someday you will guide them, join them together and be their first king.
Me? A king?
Saul, I hear many voices. Is their temple filled?
Like wheat in a shock.
Then go. Take the others and depart.
No. We can't leave you.
If you've ever loved me, Saul, go back to Dan.
And even as Samson spoke, Miriam had gone to the Saran in the temple, and seated with the Saran was Delilah.
You chance much to seek me out. Why?
You're a king, a conqueror. I ask mercy.
Mercy? What have you done?
I ask mercy for a blind and helpless man. Samson can harm you no more. He has lost everything but the love of his people. Let me take him back to them.
But he is not my prisoner. He was conquered by a woman. If she wishes to give him to you, she has my permission.
Delilah, once in the valley of Sorek, you said you loved him.
What whimpering lies do you tell our king? You want him for yourself, to hold him close and comfort him. You want to bear him children. I'd rather see him dead than in your arms. Take her away.
So was Miriam cast into the street, even as Samson was led from the dungeon. And there in the great courtyard of Dagon did they torment him, beating him with whips and prodding him with sticks, until at length Delilah could bear no more.
They are devils.
No, they're very human. The weak always band together to pull down the strong.
He will never kneel to Dagon.
There is great persuasion at the end of a whip.
No whip will break his spirit.
Either he kneels to Dagon or he dies before him.
I will go to him.
As you wish, Delilah. But if you go to him, you cannot come back to me.
Look at him!
Yet did she go, and armed herself with a whip, and all present shouted her name, for they thought that Delilah had come to do Samson still more hurt. But in her mind there was a plan, and though her lash was sharp, her words were soft.